Hi everybody! Salrynn here, welcome to my channel. Today we're playing Werewolf the Apocalypse Heart of the Forest. I don't really know anything about this game, so we should probably just get right into it and see where it takes us. Ooh, we've got a prologue. Nice, nice, nice. Rage, willpower, health. It's morning, apparently. Last time I looked outside, it was evening. This is a game about rage and how it helps us do things that need to be done, as well as things that we later regret. Ugh, sometimes both. How do you feel about that? I'm okay with anger when it's useful. So you're the critical and analytical type. That's okay. There's no right path here, just decisions and their consequences. Oh dear. I don't know what to pick already because... You know what? I'm worried that this is... I'm actually already worried that this is gonna choose our difficulty here. It's... I don't know how. It gives me Resident Evil vibes with the difficulty here. Alright. Okay. The woods are full of stars. They flicker, come closer and run away. They want me to chase them, to play hide and seek. I shall pick this. I watch as they dance around the tree trunks, float up on the gusts of wind that shiver through the branches, disappear among the leaves. There are words in their dance, but I don't understand them, not yet. Then they bunch up and fly toward me like an arrow. Rushing down, they're soon upon me, but just before the spear of light pierces my breast, they disappear and the dark of the night returns. In the darkness, I feel the tangled roots of stories keeping the forest alive, and then I hear the spirits asking me to judge the enemy. I open my eyes, and then I wake up. Confused, I open my eyes. The forest around me is thick, dark, and reeks of decay to such an extent that it is hard to breathe. There's two I would pick here. Either the smell fascinates me because I'm very sensory when it comes to smells, and why am I here? Yeah, we can go, why am I here? My head is spinning. Why am I here? There must be a reason. The tree trunks, wrapped tightly in dark-leaved ivy, are covered in ripples of lichen. Lichen? Lichen? Lichen. I'm gonna say lichen. Covered in ripples of lichen where the vines haven't taken hold. The thorny, leafless bushes are at their base are overrun with nettles. The fungi radiate with a ghoulish, sickly green light. Dark, sponge-like mushrooms cling to the fallen trees. Something is rotten. I take a deep breath and suddenly realize that it's not the forest that smells so foul. It's me. I look down and I see my hands covered in a dark substance. I'm naked. A sticky, glistening film of liquid is clinging to my skin. I can feel it on my face, in my hair. Blood. Nature is never quiet. The leaves rustle in the wind. Small creatures scuttle in the undergrowth. There is a whisper. I don't understand what it means, but the word resonates in my head. Garo. Garo? Garo? Garo. Garo. Yeah, Garo. Garo. Yeah. Who said that? There is a severed head right in front of me. Some choices are hard to make and they strain your willpower. I'm gonna be sick. Oh! Wow, the picture just changed! Is that the head? Wow! Ooh. The face is contorted, the eyes bulging, the mouth open, the tongue stuck out, it's obscene. I feel bile rising in my throat and I start to retch, and then eyes open in darkness. It's the enemy! It has to be the enemy! I can see their silhouettes, shades of jet black against the darkness. They reek of metal and acid, and oil and money. Massive creatures, some with mandibles, some with spidery legs. Their faceted eyes burn like small industrial furnaces. I look at them and something wakes inside my chest. So... I can see where this game is going. Because it's very writing heavy. And I absolutely love it. I love reading stuff like this out. It's so good. Delight. They see me as prey, and I'm delighted by their stupidity. I get up and start to run. I make sure to catch my foot on a gnarled root and stumble. They follow, and I lead them toward my friends waiting in the trees, ready for the ambush. I bite my lip to hold back the laughter. In a moment of clarity, I almost understand what the forest wants from me. And then I wake up. So this was a dream. Wow. I can tell you this writing is so much better than mine. I write like absolute piss. Wow. Wow. I love it. Maya? Maya! Maya, wake up! I jerked upright, my neck was stiff, and the movement sent a sudden sharp wave of pain through my body. I wasn't in the forest anymore. I was in a bus. The sun screaming through the windows was making it hard to see. The girl next to me was touching my shoulder, disturbed. Oh, I used a willpower. Oops. I don't know. I'm guessing... Oh, it's giving me something here. Like it's meant to perform actions that are difficult for Maya. Particularly, willpower can be used to prevent the effects of high rage. You regain willpower when you pursue your goal. When your willpower goes down to 0, you are impaired and unable to perform hard mental and social actions. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What happened? Overcoming the urge to push her away was hard. She looked at me concerned. You were laughing like manically. I blinked. The memory of the dream was still there, and the taste of blood in my mouth. I looked outside. The narrow road cut through a dense old forest. It was the one from my dreams. We're almost there, the girl said the girl next to me. Her name was Anya. We'd met a couple of weeks earlier on the orientation day. She was from Norway, a tall, broad-shouldered, calm person who wore her long hair in braids. Somehow, I'd managed to talk her into this crazy field trip across the land of my ancestors. Anya reached into her backpack and took out 2 apples. I'm really happy we decided to come here, she said. Yeah, I said, offering her some of my cabanossi, dried meaty sausages that were so much better than the original Polish ones back in the US. I was glad Anya had decided to come with me. I had problems keeping friends around and really needed one. I did some searching, she said from over her phone, and this place is amazing. The last primordial forest in Europe. Our summer language course was starting in a few weeks, and I'd managed to talk Anya into skipping the tour of concentration camps and old churches and visiting Białowieża National Park with me instead. So far it's beautiful, she said, her eyes smiling. But why are we here again? Why were we there? There being Białowieża. Oh, Białowieża. Oh, nice. Huh. A small village in northeast Poland near the border with Belarus. It was famous for its national park, the very last European bison. And, according to a quick web search, occasional tensions between far-right troublemakers and the local Belarusian community. There we go. The most honest answer would have been, because I've been dreaming about the forest in Białowieża. This is probably going to take me a few tries to actually get used to the pronunciation. That will not surprise me at all. Białowieża. Białowieża, yeah. Because I've been dreaming about the forest in Białowieża since I can remember, but people didn't understand when I said things like that. I looked her in the eyes. I wanted to see the forest. I heard it was a must. That wasn't technically a lie. When I was little, my grandfather told me stories about an ancient forest full of wonders and wolves that lived in it. It was all I got from that part of the family before my mum took me, ran away, and cut off all contact with my dad. But I remembered the stories well, and I remembered the name of the forest. Puszka Białowieża. I'm trying, everybody. I'm trying. This'll always be our home, my grandfather used to say. Anya fell silent for a moment. I think it's great that you come from such a magical place, she smiled. The last ancient forest in Europe, thousands of years old. I wasn't sure if I was fond of that magic, but it was hard to ignore. And that was precisely why I needed to do something, anything about my future, that damn forest and my weird-ass family. I had a clear goal in mind. I wasn't there by mistake. I planned for this trip for months with a clear goal in my mind. My grandfather's stories, the secrets, my mother running away. There was a mystery in my past. It was time I uncovered the truth about who I was, but honestly, I had no idea what to expect. Werewolf looked like an overexposed photo of a village with the contrast turned all the way up. Heat was pouring from the cloudless sky, scorching the earth, the trees, the grass, the wooden houses, the fences. Everything looked slightly past its best, weary, worn out. Everything except the shadows. They were sharp, as though they were freshly printed with the darkest of inks. Everything except the everything except the shadows. They were sharp, as though they were freshly printed with the darkest of inks. For a second I could have sworn they moved, but then I realised it was just a black cat walking down the sidewalks when it was me. It stopped in its tracks. Who wouldn't want to pet the cat? Here, kitty kitty, I said, squatting and reaching towards the cat. It didn't react, instead looking at me dead in the eyes, judging me. Hey Maya, Anya said, looking at me surprised. Didn't you say your friend would be waiting for us? But he wasn't there, and the cat was still staring at me. Let's go, Anya put on her backpack. I'm tired and I really, really need to find a toilet. For a moment, I was tempted to just get out the sun to worry about my missing friend later. Does this... Oh dear. So I'm assuming if I... Oh, I get it. It doesn't give me another rage. I grabbed my backpack and started walking. I hate when people break their promises, I muttered under my breath. Anya caught up with me. Don't worry, you'll find him later. Bialov... I still can't say that! Białowiza. I'm gonna have to Google to see how this is pronounced. I'm definitely gonna have to Google this. It might help. Białowiza had a few hotels and hostels, but the preferred form of accommodation was bread and breakfasts. I found one that was nice, clean, and that had good reviews. We had a room on the second floor with a huge window and a great view of the forest. We dropped off our stuff and freshened up for a bit. Maybe we should have waited for your friend, Anya asked, concerned. I shrugged. I'll find him sooner or later. Before you go, check out your character sheet. Look for it in the upper right corner of the screen. You can find lots of useful information about Maya, her personalities. You can also check out who your friends and who your enemies are. Oh. This is pretty cool. They're just adding stuff here. That's pretty cool. And of course, that's our goal right now, to learn the family history and need to pursue it to regain willpower. I'm assuming we'll get new goals along the way. Białowiza was a quaint tourist town. I had a clear goal in mind. My family was entangled with this town in the forest. I had to uncover my roots. Oh, I can choose? Indicates a change in your character sheet may contain more details. Alright. Is there any way... Okay. Whew. Well. That's been pretty amazing, but I think I'm gonna have to end it here. Don't want to make the video too long after all. Thank you so much for joining today, and if you did enjoy what you saw, then you know the usual, drop a like if you want to, feel free to comment as well, subscribe if you want to, and I hope to see you all in the next video. I do think I'm going to continue with this, but maybe privately, just because of how text heavy it is, and I know some people aren't a big fan of text heavy games, but we'll see how people feel about it first, because I'm enjoying it personally a lot. Anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Ta-ta for now!